Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, David M coming at you here with a video response. First one of these I've done in ages. And this is for our buddy Greg, North Coast Baseball Cards. Greg's in our fantasy league, in our COS chat. Greg's a great dude, has an incredible channel, insane collection. You got to go check him out. I'll post a link to his channel below. And he wants us to make a starting lineup, a rotation. Our top 5 pitchers and a closer out of cards that we have. So, wanted to jump at the opportunity to do this one, and I kind of want to show some stuff that either I've never shown or haven't shown in a very, very long time, like since I relaunched my channel, right? So, that's what we're going to do. And one of the themes that you're going to kind of notice here is A, bigness and oversized stuff. B, most of these dudes don't need a closer. They don't need middle relief. They don't need closers. These were dudes, and they threw complete games, right? You know, they're not going to be the all-time leaders in complete games, most of them, because, you know, back at the turn of the century, I mean, everybody threw complete games. It didn't matter in the dead ball era. Well, these guys, even after that, did not need relievers, by and large. They were dudes, man. They were awesome. So here we go. We're going to get started. And these are in no particular order, but for the main 5, we got Nolan Ryan here. I've never shown this before, I don't think. This is an autographed, and it's got a COA, reputable company, all that good stuff. This was actually given to me by a good buddy of mine whose father owns a construction company out in Texas. And I remember when he got this for him as an investment in an auction like 20-something years ago. And anyway, but my buddy doesn't collect. He, you know, was kind of a minimalist, so he gave it to me. Hangs on my wall. But Nolan Ryan, of course, we all know all about the no-hitters and all that good stuff. Nolan Ryan had 222 complete games in his career. Just take him out and you might get put in a headlock and punched in the nose. So there's Nolan Ryan. Next up, and I just showed this guy's 53 Bowman color in a video recently. We're going to throw back old school. Haven't shown my 64 Giants in a long time, so I'll show a few of those. But Warren Spahn. You know, Warren Spahn, if you need a win, if you need a complete game out of him, if you ask him, you know, the expression the kids say these days is hold my beer. Well, Warren Spahn would look at you and say, hold my purple heart. Because he has one of those. Because he lost a few years of in his prime to military service and fought in the Battle of the Bulge. Dude has a purple heart. You know what he also has? He has 382 complete games. So there's Warren Spahn. Absolute beast. True hero on and off the field. There you go. There's number 2. Next up, I also showed with Warren Spahn in a video recently, but I'm going to show his Giants. This is one of my favorite cards. 1964 Topps Giants of Bob Gibson. If you go out to the mound to try to take Bob Gibson out of a game, you may walk out there, but you are limping back if you make it back at all. Bob Gibson, 255 complete games in his career, just dominant, intimidating, crazy awesome pitcher. Next up, we'll show the last of the Topps Giants that I'm going to show. Sandy Koufax. This one's the short print. Sandy Koufax in his career, only, you know, say only kind of tongue-in-cheek, 137 complete games, which is a ton by today's standards. But if you think about it, Koufax played 10 fewer seasons than Spahn and Nolan Ryan and a lot fewer than Bob Gibson. Like, had he stuck around and kept pitching, Lord knows how many he would have. Sandy Koufax was too good, dominating. He didn't need help. So there's Sandy Koufax. Next up, to close out the top 5, another guy who didn't need help because he had 267 complete games. It's Ferguson Jenkins. There's his 70 Topps, his 72 Topps, and his 73 Topps. It is a great travesty in my collection as a Cubs fan that I don't have his rookie, and I plan to remedy that as quickly as I can. But Fergie Jenkins, another just epic pitcher. Now, we have to have a closer, I guess, right? Well, I'm going to give you a closer who had 271 complete games himself. And of course, he is my boy, but he did occasionally come in and help him close some games, so I'm going to count him as a closer. Why not? Of course, anytime I can show this off, the 3-finger Brown, Mordecai Brown that Scott at Reindeer Studios made for me, that's awesome. You've seen his T205, I've shown it countless times, but I don't know that I've shown this, or I have, but it's been a very long time. One of these, what is it, 60 Fleer or 61 Fleer? I can't remember, but anyway, I've had this card forever. This beautiful baseball greats of Mordecai Brown. Look at the color, look at the just, oh my God, it's one of my favorite cards. So there's 3-finger Brown. Now, have some honorable mentions that I could throw in there if you had to have, if we have to have a closer, why not let's just assume we have to have some middle relief guys, and you know what, just an excuse to show off a few more cards, right? So, if you need a bird killed, Randy Johnson, the big unit. Fortunately, he doesn't watch my channel, nor does many other people, because he would hunt me down and gut me like a fish for calling him a middle reliever. But chill, bud, it's just for the purposes of the video. Everything's okay. Now, who else do I want to show? Oh, yeah. Gotta go to school. The Professor, Greg Maddux. Beautiful card here. Oh, I forgot to say, Randy Johnson had 100 complete games as well. Here's Greg Maddux. He had 78 complete games. That's a beautiful shiny card from 2003, Leaf Limited. And it's a patch, you know, but these back then, it says, you know, authentic game worn. But this one is numbered to 100 and actually says here, you know, the certificate of authenticity. The enclosed piece was cut from an authentic jersey personally worn by Greg Maddux. So it's not one of those that says it's whatever. So, I don't know, that's cool. Just wanted to show that off. And also, just to show off a cool card, you need someone to get you 20 Ks in a game. How about Kerry Wood? Shout out Tony Black. I love this card. This is beautiful. Also from 2003, the Authentics game-worn jersey and a ticket stub there. Really cool, but same thing. It also says, you know, this is a game-worn jersey, a piece of game-worn jersey by Kerry Wood. And it, you know, expressly warrants the authenticity of the game-worn jersey on the front of this card, blah, blah, blah. But just a really cool card. So, there we have it. Just wanted to showcase those off and support Greg, North Coast Baseball Cards. Please go check him out. I hope everyone is doing well, and I will catch you next time.